a whole like 18-minute video to break down CPI and retail sales, and I'm like, this is way too long. Let's be clear about what happened. We got CPI that basically came in at the same lumpy expectations that the market had. It led us to now price in 1.8 to about 2.0 rate cuts for the year. This isn't like screaming, yay, inflation is gone, like it was at the end of last year when we had 6 months in a row of really bullish numbers. But it's also not screaming, this second wave is getting worse. You're really being led by still those core services like car insurance. But if you actually look into the details, you're starting to see car parts, used cars, new cars, those prices are coming down. It'll be a matter of time for car insurance to come down. It'll be a matter of time for those stupid, I don't know why they do the math like this, but owner's equivalent rents to come down. It's stupid. We already know rents are basically flat to declining across the board. It's all just a bunch of fugazi bull crap nonsense. But look, the reality is Jay Powell leaked what he was going to do today, okay? Well, let's talk about that. I just have to remind you that, first of all, Faraday Futures like freaking doubled after we got some call options on it yesterday. Boom! Let's go from out of the money to in the money. If you want those trade alerts, make sure you're part of the Stocks and Psychology of Money trading group. Linked down below, or go to meetkevin.com. Keep in mind, I can't promise that every single trade is going to be a win. I do my best every single day. Yesterday was a $60,000 day. Really, really excited about that. We got an awesome move on Faraday Futures today. We'll see how the rest of trading goes today. So I'm really excited about that. So check that out. Coupon does expire tonight. But Jay Powell, he made it clear yesterday. He's like, look, inflation mixed bag. We're going to need more than a quarter of data. Now he's kind of going into, we need more than a quarter of data. First, it's one report doesn't make a trend. Then it's 2 don't make a trend. Then it's 3 don't make a trend. Well, how many is it that's going to make a trend? Obviously, this inflation report, really, you know what it does for us? It just says we're not going to get hikes. Cool. Not going to get hikes. Thanks, Jay Powell. We already knew that. So is this like really mega bullish for the interest rate sensitives? No. If we got under, what we put in our trading group is we set ideas like if this, then that for what the report would come in at. And what we wrote is if inflation came in under 0.25, you want to go like mega bull on the interest rate sensitives. We got 0.3, so we didn't get sort of that mega bull level. So you're not there. Then you got super weak retail sales, with basically negative retail sales in some of the categories. We don't need to go through all of the details. You could go to ehack.com and see them yourself. But the point is, the consumer is weakening. That is still a factor. Everybody seems to forget that 72% of this economy is made up of a consumer. China's seeing it. Alibaba's complaining, saying people have money, but are they willing to spend? Starbucks and Walmart, well, Walmart's going to tell us tomorrow, but Starbucks and McDonald's are telling us the answer is no. Now, people are saying, but people are moving to value, Kevin, so just buy the stocks where there's value. That's fine, but if people show up less, guess what happens? They overall spend less, and that's how you get a negative GDP. 2 quarters in a row combined with joblessness, you're in a recession. That's why the yield curve is still inverted by 32-ish basis points. And the reality is we're not out of the woods. Now, is this bearish, the report that we got today? No, not really. It just sort of kicks the can down the road. Inflation expectations dropped to 2.3 on the 5-year, so it's just a kicker. It's a kick down the road. That's the bottom line here. What it is, kick down the road. We didn't really get good clarity. And we're probably not going to get good clarity until, quite frankly, the second half of this year. Jay Powell's been saying that, whether you believe him or not. The reality is the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are at all-time highs right now. All-time highs. Now, if you adjust for inflation, we're actually still like 80 points on the Qs off of all-time highs. So there's still like room to go, which seems like remarkable and incredible. But it's true. So still got room to go on growth on these. But the volatile Nike swoosh is continuing under the premise of, well, this isn't bad news yet, so the party can keep going. So I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm still concerned that housing inventory is going to explode, prices are going to come down in certain areas, especially Texas and Florida. I think it's bad. Less so where you underbuilt during COVID, like California and some of the blue states. You know, the ones everybody always bags on. See, everybody bagged on them, and then they underbuilt on those areas, and that could actually keep a floor under pricing. It's like a support line. But You've got some companies doing extremely well. We just did an analysis on Monday.com, and the SaaS business for them is absolutely killing it, especially among small and medium businesses. You've got, again, suffering on the consumer discretionaries, including what you would think would be more staple-esque, but that's not a surprise. Consumers are under pressure, and it's just a matter of time. Another big round of layoffs, and you're potentially in a recession. So I'm cautiously optimistic. If I had to put it on sort of like a percentage of where I am, like 0 is bear, 10 is bull, I'm probably like 5.5, 6 right now. Like I'm not uber bull. Uber bull is like March of 2020. We're going all in, V-shaped recovery, money printers coming on. Let's go, baby. Lever me up. Give me margin. And then there's January of 22, which is I'm going cash, right? That would be your 0. So I'm kind of like in that middle range right now, where I'm cautiously optimistic. We don't want to go into recession. We want to be bullish, but we need this data to come in better. And unfortunately, it's just going to be another month. That's the bottom line. Kick the can down the road another freaking month. Why? Well, frankly, you don't have any catalysts left right now. Jobs, June 7th. Okay, well, that's like 3 weeks away. NVIDIA, a week from today. Okay, well, that doesn't tell us much about inflation. Yeah, it'll affect the AI market. Dell's breaking out. Great. They keep getting... Morgan Stanley upgraded them based on momentum. Okay, so now we have institutions upgrading stocks because the stock is going up. It sounds a lot like the Nikola days. JP Morgan. Oh, we're upgrading Nikola because it's a good story. It's all ludicrous. Maybe it's all rigged too. I don't know. But what I do know is there is an expiring coupon code today. That I know with certainty. Email us at staff@meetkevin.com if you need to bundle up. I think the next catalyst, June 7th, you marked your calendar for that. You marked your calendar for the expiring coupon code today. You marked your calendar for NVIDIA on the 22nd. Mark your calendar for the 12th. That's the next Fed day and CPI day. And, really, sure, we'll get like Walmart earnings, but who cares? We just have to wait now to see where are the layoffs. If no layoffs, we could just keep slowly melting up, dare I say. The slow molasses level melt up in the market. It could keep going and going and going and going. Anyway, folks, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, as always, for being here and constantly supporting the channel. A lot of folks have been asking how the family is. Really good. If you haven't yet gone on Twitter, you could go on Twitter. You could see some of the family pics, Real Meet Kevin, or follow me on IG. Sometimes I post stories there or just pictures. But right now, you could find this one on X, Twitter. Take a look at this. We got Violet. She was born 2/2/24. Then you've got Summer right here. Look how tiny she is. This one right here, Summer and Violet, are identical. They are identical twins. Now, they don't necessarily look exactly identical because they, one of them weighs like 7 pounds and the other one weighs like 10 pounds. This one's, 40% behind. She's got a little work to do. She's got some catching up to do. So she's still on a feeding tube as well. It's disconnected for the photo. Then you've got, she does feed by bottle as well. It's just sort of supplemented. And then you've got Ella. Everybody says she looks like Jack. Then you've got Claire right here. And then the only boy of the batch of 5 right here is Jay. We did, people always ask about the timing too. We did have a little timing oopsie. We did not mean to have 5 this close together. Basically we're supposed to have 2, like 2 years apart from the other 2. So it's sort of like 2 and then 2 years later 2. Let's just say there was a big oopsie doopsies. And then there was a splitsy doopsies, which made 2 babies turn into 3, hence the identicals. But as a result, we have beautiful Summer and Violet and Jay and Ella and Claire. So now we just got to dress them all up in house hack shirts, which the subscriber was so generous to send me a bunch of those. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna send them up or dress them up in those, and we'll have to post a new picture. So anyway. Thank you so much, folks. Good luck out there. I think cautiously optimistic. The melt up continues. And I guess no news is good news.
Why not advertise these things that you told us here? I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.
Even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, licensed real estate broker, and becoming a stockbroker, this video is not personalized advice for you. It is not tax, legal, or otherwise personalized advice tailored to you. This video provides generalized perspective, information, and commentary. Any third-party content I show shall not be deemed endorsed by me. This video is not and shall never be deemed reasonably sufficient information for the purposes of evaluating a security or investment decision. Any links or promoted products are either paid affiliations or products or services we may benefit from. I also personally operate an actively managed ETF. I may personally hold or otherwise hold long or short positions in various securities, potentially including those mentioned in this video. However, I have no relationship to any issuer other than HouseHack, nor am I presently acting as a market maker. Make sure if you're considering investing in HouseHack to always read the PPM at househack.com.